it's your girl Barbie J here. Yep, and we are talking about Sistas Season 2, Episode 21, Where the Heart Is. Well, we know who they might be talking about. There's a couple of them up in here with that. So, let's jump right in. First, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe now. Hit the little subscribe button over there and then hit the little notification bell next to it. And it'll let you know every time Barbie J uploads a new video. That's right. So help Barbie J's channel grow and subscribe right now. Now I want to give a shout outs. We got a lot of new people who have joined our commenting section and is helping to hold down my channel. Plus I have the regulars and I'm loving you all. I guess one day we might get so big that I won't be able to do this, but I will always be sending special love out to everybody, okay? So, shout out to, let's see, Lamont Simpson, Bobby Ray, Karen Wilson, Cynthia Judkins, Ray J. Love, Isaiah Hill, Ty Harrell, Cornelius Brackens, Martavius Edwards. Who's this? Kiera May, a new one, Marlene Ramsey, Savannah Rivers, Chloe Lynn is new, Mega BKNY, yes, Joanna Cypress, Kimberly Reese, Karen Wilson, who else? Miss V, Jalen Lewis, Miss Trish from South Jersey, hey girl, Cat Eyes, Rosa Johnson, Sharika Johnson, and who else? I'm missing somebody. Yeah, okay, and Yvonne Carter, and Brandon Bradley, and Tiffany Harrell. How could I forget you guys? All right, that's everybody. So let's get started. Of course, it began with who is it? What's her name? Karen and Zach. Bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. In that room, and then Aaron comes in, and I'm like, ooh, ooh. They was getting it. He's like, close the door. He still got Karen holding her. She's still on his thing, and he tried to push the door closed. I said, damn, what y'all doing? It's like, it was too funny. But then they try to get dressed and have him to get dressed, and I'm laughing because he's like, where my clothes? Where my shoe? When did he get time to take off his damn clothes? When did Zach pull his pants off and his shoes came on? I'm so confused as to what kind of butt-naked dirty sex they were having up in there. So anyway, so they fighting about who going out first and stuff, and nobody knew what this was going to happen, and you know, and she's like, what is it with you? You got this spell over me. Well, Karen, it's not like you don't have a spell over me. I'm like, oh, y'all killing me. Y'all killing me with this stuff, man. But we know they're going to get back together because they're regulars on the show, so whatever. Anyway, so he was like, you know, I'm sorry. She said, look, I'm a grown-ass woman. I know what I did. You know, she's taking ownership for messing up. And that's what I like. She was automatically taken, and she ain't trying to make no excuses and stuff. And then when she came out, they went out there, and Zach's so stupid gonna still try to talk to him. Aaron, like, you still there. And Pam and her nosy ass. Then Pam get on my nerves. Y'all let me know in the chat section, in the comment section. Did Pam get on your damn nerves? Because she really worked my nerve. Now she want to clean and mop the floors because she being nosy. You know, she was listening to the door. Damn, who needs employees like that? She need a new employee. Anyway, who else? So she goes out there, Karen goes out there, and she's talking to him, and she's apologizing, talking to Aaron, and she's apologizing, and she's like, well, you know, do you hate me, you know? And he's like, no, I don't hate you. She said, you disappointed? He said, no. And he said, the fact is, you just needed the sex so bad. I said, damn. And she did, because she was like, I love you. I love you. I'm not in love. I love him, but I'm not in love with him. He said, I know you feeling me and stuff. He was sitting there like almost like truly understanding, but hurting inside. I felt his pain. He was hurting, and he was trying to be calm and cool. This is what I be talking about, Richard in the Oval. You got to be calm and cool when stuff go down like that. Yeah, you know. Anyway, so Aaron was calm, and he was just, you know, trying to let her know that he just feels like it's him abstaining is what's causing the problem. She can't handle it. He said, because you needed that sex that bad. And he asked what happened, and she was like, he was crying, and he was saying, and I'm talking about the credit card, and he was crying, and then I started crying, and then I'm like, basically, she right. That's how it kind of happened, you know. And so she just kept telling him, I'm so sorry, you know, I'm just so sorry. She didn't know what else to say. She said, does this make me a bad person? And he said, no, it makes you human. And that is exactly right. That's why when people take stuff, yeah, it's hurtful when they do it the first time. The second time, you like, mother effer, don't do this, no, you know. But it was just, I felt his pain. So he said it makes her human, and she said he's sorry. He kissed her on the forehead and left. And he told her, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. You know, he understands. It's probably hard for him to abstain. Anyway, then we have Danny and Sabrina, and they driving in the car, and Sabrina started talking about damn Jacoby. I'm getting sick of her. I don't even want to hear her talk sometimes. And then she gets a phone call from Jackie. Soon as the phone call came and said, Jackie, I already knew. Jackie from the credit card company. Oh my God, we finally got information back, the surveillance cameras about that client. It was signed Zach, and we got video surveillance of who it was. It's a female. Okay, y'all, I was saying that police officer, but now when, what's her name said, it looks like one of her guests, her customers, Danny said it looked like one of Karen's customers. I was like, nah, it can't be Fatima, because Danny wasn't in there when Fatima went there that one time. They just met Fatima at that, when they all went out to eat, and they would have remembered her face, I think. So it's not Fatima. I'm still thinking it's the police officer. Y'all let me know down in the comment section who y'all think. But they can't wait to go until, at least Danny can't wait to go until Karen. Karen gonna be feeling really bad. And then they trying to focus on now. They on their way to Andy's house to talk to her. They're going to get surprised when they see Gary up there. Anyway, then there's Maurice. You got Maurice. He comes home and he's talking to Calvin. Calvin is ignoring him, not speaking to him. So pissed at him for what he told Sabrina. But if you don't give a damn about Sabrina and don't care about Sabrina and done with Sabrina, what does it matter? What does it matter? I mean, maybe it does. I mean, it does matter. You know, you want to be done with her, but you don't want to be done saying that you gay when you're not. Okay. So I get that, you know. So, Sabrina, he said, you still care for Sabrina. No, I don't. I'm done with her. He said, why? He said, well, she don't want to commit. It's just to commit, and she don't want to do that. So, he said, but Sabrina, you know, Maurice is like, Sabrina's just confused. No, she ain't confused. She know just what she want. She want that dude from the bank. And didn't she just tell that? Didn't she just say that to Danny? She wanted to try to date a Jacoby. Those workplace romances don't work all the time, ladies. Don't do it. So forget them. Then it goes to, but it's rude when you do something like that. When you walk in somebody's apartment and don't speak. I mean, when they speak and you don't speak back, I don't care what kind of rent you pay. Let's keep some peace going in here. You know, he made a mistake. He apologized, you know. But he kept saying, I pay half the rent, so I get to do that. He said, no, you pay a piece of the rent of my apartment. I said, make it clear, Maurice. But Maurice was honest. He said, I was jealous. I thought you were in there getting it on, and I wanted to know why you didn't want to get on with me. I'm a pretty bitch. You know why you don't want to be with me and stuff. I said, at least he was honest, because that's why he did it. That's truthfully why he did it. And then who else is there? Zach. Fatima comes to see Zach at one of the houses and give him a wad of money. I think she said it was $25,000. He was like, what? This is mine, all mine. So, you know, Zach is excited. He want to get his own place now. And I don't blame him. I would want to get my own place. But she was like, you got to reinvest it. Reinvest it. I was saying the same thing. Said, what? Reinvest it? Girl, you must be losing your damn mind. I would take at least half. I would have taken at least half, so that's like 12 G's. I wouldn't have taken no less than 10 G's back. I'm going to tell you right now. And he was like, wait a minute, what? She said, yeah, take like, he said, well, can I take 5? She said, why don't you take 2? 2,000 out of 25,000? I wish I would. All that work he been doing, I wish I would. All the bills he got, I wish I would, please. So he wants to, he wants his own place, and then that's when she gives him, she looks kind of funny and gives him the key and says she's, to her apartment, says she's really feeling him and would like for him to stay with her. He said, for how long? He like 8 to 10 months. I said, what? Girl, please. I would have been up there like, Zach, I would have out the damn door. Hells no. Don't do it, Zach. You get 1 month. I'd give her 1 month. 2 to tops. 2 is tops. But 8 to 10, he's like, and he know he just had sex with Karen, and he ain't wash up and shower, and she's like trying to say bye to him and stuff. Give me a kiss. He don't want to kiss her. He said, close your eye, and he kissed on the forehead. I said, oh my damn! Everybody getting kissed on the forehead. Karen got kissed on the forehead. She got kissed on the forehead. Oh Lord! Now, who else gonna get kissed on the forehead? Didn't Andy get kissed on the forehead last episode? Anyway, then they go to Andy and Gary. They're drinking wine and chatting, and I don't know why, but their scene just bores me. I hate to say it, but Andy and Gary really bore me. And he's like, have I ever broken a promise to you? And she's like, no, you haven't. He said, so marry me. We could put all this behind us. Marry me. And then she tells him what concerns her is that he gets jealous all the time. He has a jealous streak, that she don't like it. Women do like a little men that might have a teensy bit of jealousy and fight for their honor and stuff. But he said, you take it to another level. So he's like, well, we could go to therapy. What's it? Counseling. We could go to counseling. We could go together. And she's like, you can go. He's like, no, you could go too. And she's like, why do I need to go to counseling? So now she's taking offense that she got to go to counseling. And then he gonna tell her what her little issues are, that she desires a lot of attention and stuff. And she's like, excuse me? And he's like, she's a flirt. And what else? She was like, she didn't like it at all, what he was saying. She didn't like it at all. And she let him keep telling her this stuff. And he kept saying, no, I don't want to say anymore because you're going to get upset. You're getting upset. You're getting mad. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. And she said, now I'm not going to tell you what I was going to tell you. What was you going to tell me? Oh, that we would be engaged since you going to go to counseling. So, but then she decided, yes, she wants to be engaged to him. And I think she said that she would go to counseling as well. Oh, excuse me. Oh God. But what he did was, when he said, basically, you work on your flirting and I'll work on my being jealous. And she's like, oh, so it's my fault now? Now it's my fault? You blaming me? And she was like, no. But he basically was saying if she didn't flirt or whatever and do these things to get attention, he wouldn't get jealous. I was like, girl, if she don't see the signs, I don't know what it is. So she said, and let me tell you one thing. She said, let's make it clear. I got to where I am because of my brain. I don't care what Morris told you or anything. She's like, I did not sleep my way to the top. I used my brain. So she tried to get that straight. So while they're talking, and all of a sudden you hear the knock at the door and the girls just walk in. And they're just standing there. Sabrina, Karen, Danny. And they're looking at him. So he's like, let me go. And Danny kept saying, stay. I think he should stay. Sabrina told him to go. Karen thought it was a good idea for him to go. Danny kept saying, for the record, I think he should stay for this conversation. Because basically, we her girls, if you ever do anything to us, we kill you. Or something, just get your sister circle and put him in check. I thought that was a good idea. But they didn't want to listen to Danny. And you see what happened when they don't listen to Danny? So he leaves. They all sit down. And then Sabrina's like, is that a ring on your finger? She said, yes, I'm engaged. You engaged? Yes, I accept it. And she's like, oh my God. So all of a sudden they want Danny to sit next to her. Usually they don't want Danny to say nothing. So Danny sits next to her. She's looking at the rock like, damn, that rock is nice. Danny don't care. Danny said, I told y'all we ain't going to be able to get her to change. She in love. Look at that rock. She said, shoot. She said, I guess if you're going to get your ass whooped, at least we get $1 million. And they were like, that is very insensitive. Do you know how many people are domestic violence? I'm a domestic violence survivor. But the way she said that, it did sound funny. Even though it's not funny, it sounded funny. And the truth is, none of them was trying to say nothing. She told them they're not going to be able to change her mind. Stop wasting your time. But they said, maybe you need to look a little closer. Put the rock closer to Karen. Karen wasn't saying nothing. Karen is realizing I can't judge nothing now because I just screwed up in there. And they're trying to understand what's going on. Karen's like, I ain't got nothing to say, because Sabrina feel like she's the only one trying to get her to not marry Gary, and Danny ain't on their side. Danny's like, girl, live your life. You know, she gonna make her mistakes and then she gonna come running to us. That's what it is. That's how it goes. But I thought it was, you know, funny when Andy kept looking at Karen and said, it's Zach. It's Zach. They realize it's Zach is her problem. And they're like, what happened? And then they told her, they said, what, you slept with him? And she told them what happened. And they're like, you slept with him before you even knew that he's not the one who used up your credit card. What do you mean about that? What do you mean? They show her the surveillance and it's like, oh, snap. So we know it's not Fatima, because they would have automatically known it, because after them having their little sister circle and hugging and everything, and they learning that everything that happened with Zach, they all talking about they want to go out and get something to drink, some food, get some cheese and crackers. They all decide to go to the supermarket. So I kept saying, why are they in the supermarket? What's about to go down in this supermarket? I was like, who they going to run into? I had all these people in my head, and it wasn't who I thought. They come around the corner, and they mentioned Zach, and Fatima come around the corner and said, did somebody say Zach? That was like, oh, here it is. Here it is, y'all. Here it is. The time we've all been waiting for. This was it. It wasn't as explosive as I wanted it to be, but it was like, oh. It finally happened. And so, of course, for those of you who didn't see it, she said, did y'all say Zach? And she was like, yeah. And they like, yeah, Karen and Zach got it on. They had a little something today. Da, 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 da. And she was like, Zach. And they said, well, what's your man's name? And she said, Zach. And they both looked at each other. Because weren't they the two when they went out to eat that they had the same boyfriend at something when all the girls, when Fatima went out with them to celebrate something with Andy? So I'm laughing. And then I didn't expect this, but then Zach came out of the supermarket, came around the corner. It's like, oh, snap. I'm sorry, y'all. This was too funny for me. But anyway, y'all all let me know how y'all feel about, oh, excuse me, this episode and what went down. This is going to be fun. Of course, all of us didn't expect it to be that way. And we still don't know who used up that credit card. And let's not forget, Andy never told them that she got her ass whooped. I don't think she did. Did she ever tell anybody that she got whooped by Gary's ex-wife in the parking garage? I don't think any of them know but Fatima. So this is your girl, Barbie J, saying if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe now. Don't forget, hit that little button, support my channel. Peace.